Hey YouTube, it's Alicia here, and I'm here to give you my thoughts about last night's Raw is War and my thoughts about Brian Connor as acting general manager. So let's get started. So as y'all know, last week Stephanie gave Kurt Angle a vacation leave. Excuse me, y'all. And I felt like that wasn't a good idea. Let me just put it that way. It was just not a good idea and a good look on Stephanie's part. Now, if you're going to give Kurt Angle a leave, yeah, that was good, because he's been doing it for a good while now, for almost about 2 years now. And well, I won't say about 2 years, almost about a good year and a half. And I just feel like appointing Brian Connor was the worst the idea. And I wanted to do this video yesterday. I just kept having too many people calling me and interrupting me. All right, to get to this video today. So I want to start with some good matches. So one of the best female matches last night was none other Sasha Banks versus Dana Brooks. That was a good match. I will have to say that was a good match. I think Dana now might be getting the push that she needs. And I've been saying she needs to be pushed for a long time now. And I think it's finally they are going to give her that push that she needs. Because I feel like she could be the... I feel like she could be the new version of China. I literally says this about Dana Brooks all the time. She is the new version of China, and they just need to give her that push. It was just great. That was just the best match ever. Even though Sasha Banks came out on top, Dana Brooks put on a good show, and I will come back and just do a little bit more. If you want me to do a little bit a video all about Dana Brooks, please give me a thumbs up on that. Now, another match I was very I just felt like it was a good match, but it was an attack. It was Braun Strowman and Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns versus, let's just say, versus McIntosh and Ziggler. And I just thought, okay. And then what happened at the end, I do not complain. I mean, all of the show members tried to come to Roman Reigns. Dean Ambrose tried to come to his aid. They end up overpowering him. I love him. And now it's like this new faction of Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntosh. That's not gonna last. I wouldn't be too surprised. But now, for the Australia show, it will be The Shield versus Strowman, McIntosh, and Ziggler in Australia. So we're going to have to see where that's going to go. All right. So those matches was pretty good and everything, but it's two matches I really, not two, it's three matches, well, four matches I really need to talk about. So let's talk about it. Okay, Seth Rollins put out his invitational for his Intercontinental title belt. So if you know once before, that's how Dolph Ziggler won it. Well, this night, Kevin Owens came out. I'm not a true I am not a true, Kevin Owens fan, but he is from Canada and thing, and I respect Canada. Let me just put it like that. I do respect Canada, and one of the things that I noted was like, it's like this match was like going on, and it was like they was matching each other for move, but in the long run, Seth Rollins ended up coming out victorious, even though he hurt his arm. Now, let me just talk about Dean Ambrose match. Now, I wasn't. So let me just tell you why the Dean Ambrose match, Finn Balor match, and Bobby Lashley match I really need to talk about. The reason I need to talk about because number one, I told you one of the things I said from the last video from last week was when I found out that Brian Connor was going to be acting general manager. I said to myself, oh, he's going to play favorites. And like I predicted, he did. None other, giving himself a match against none other Finn Balor. He thinks he's better than Finn Balor. Finn Balor is one of the top superstars. And I feel like what he's been doing is not right. That's one. Number two, he thinks, oh, he's general manager. He can do whatever he wants. He said, oh, Kurt Angle wouldn't think of this. You do not talk about one of the best, and I say the best person anyway. So I feel like if Kurt Angle I said finally, Kurt Angle probably would have did something like this, but he just haven't done it yet. That's number two. All right. All right, number three. I knew he was going to play favorites last night on anybody he has already wrestled. All right. Let's think about it. All right. He put Dean Ambrose against Jinder Mahal. What did I tell y'all? He will play favorites, and he did that. But Dean Ambrose had a lot of new moves that he had, and he came out victorious. Next, Scoot. And then what he did to Bobby Lashley, he going, oh, you facing da-da-da-da-da-da. Bobby Lashley ended up beating the crap out of them. Half of us who used to watch Bobby Lashley when he was on TNA know that he can defeat people in a hardcore match. Everybody knows that. So you didn't put the best two against Bobby Lashley. You put these guys are good wrestlers. I'll give that to them. But you put the worst two people against them. Now, how do I feel that the B team are gonna be putting their titles on a guy with the rival? Finally, the rival is getting what they're deserved. I felt like Kurt Angle was trying his best with them and getting them those title opportunities. But I say Brian Connor has some hits and misses from last night. But do I feel like he should be general manager? No. I feel like Stephanie should have just brought in none other than Shawn Michaels or Trish Stratus completely as acting general managers, because that would have worked better than anybody. Brought in like somebody who was inducted into the Hall of Fame would have worked better than what is being done. Now, speaking of Trish Stratus making her return, and she after Elias kind of disrespect Toronto, Ontario, Canada, I think that's where they were, and so he disrespect her. He said, nobody disrespect my nation. He go, Trish, da-da-da-da-da. Trish, like, take your no good, so, wearing Komodo self, and hit to the back. And he Trish gave him the slap of the century. Then here comes out Ronda Rousey. Soon as he hears Ronda Rousey music, he mad dash get out. Now, leading up to the best match, leading up to Natalia reuniting Trish, Natalia, and bringing in Ronda Rousey. Man, that's gonna be a force. And then one of my favorites, what was so funny, Alicia Fox out there, and she's like, and like Mickey James is back. She said, "Oh, I know how to beat them." Oh yeah, Alice. Yeah, Alice and them thought they was gonna cheat, but Ronda and Trish Stratus had Natalia's back. Boo boo, Alicia Fox. I feel like Alicia Fox should, like I keep saying, is associated with somebody that she shouldn't be associated with. Now, I want to talk about how they decided to put Trish Stratus versus Alex Bliss. I think that's the worst thing they could ever do for the Evolution. I felt like, and I agree with none other Sasha Banks. That should have went to Sasha Banks. Sasha made that challenge to her. Why you did not, Stephanie? Alex Bliss is not the right person. So the question of the day is Alex Bliss the right person to go against Trish Stratus at the first ever female pay-per-view? All right, y'all, let me hear from you. Is Alex Bliss the right person to go against Trish Stratus? If not, give me your comments below. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe to my